Welcome to Cape Town News. Today is Thursday, the 26th of June 2025, and here's what's making headlines in the Western Cape. Widespread flooding and dangerous waves hammer Cape Town. Athlone Stadium redevelopment spark fierce local backlash. Police blunders collapse R5 million copper cable trial. Flash floods swamp roads as city battles stormwater overload. Geraldine Aron's Milnerton theatre run opens this weekend. Cold, wet and windy. Friday forecast brings big swells and icy air. Cape Town is reeling after widespread flooding and a barrage of weather warnings rocked the metro on Wednesday. Heavy downpours swamped roads across the city, forcing closures and bringing traffic to a halt in numerous neighborhoods. According to city officials, the stormwater system was overwhelmed by the sheer volume of rainfall, causing vlays, rivers and canals to overflow. Mayoral Committee Member for Urban Mobility, Rob Quintus, warned Cape Townians that low-lying areas, especially those beneath steep slopes or near canals, would experience flash flooding as long as the rain persisted. In a statement, he urged the public not to immediately report flooding, but to wait for the water to recede naturally, usually within an hour after the rain stops. Adding to the chaos, the South African Weather Service issued a yellow level 4 alert for damaging waves expected Wednesday night into Thursday, with additional warnings for strong winds and disruptive rain. Traffic officers have been deployed to redirect vehicles and assist at dangerous intersections. Motorists are reminded to avoid flooded roads at all costs. According to driving safety expert Eugene Herbert, cars can quickly lose traction or be swept away. He advised driving in first gear and even opening car doors to let water in if traction is lost, or abandoning the vehicle altogether if it's safe to do so. A storm of a different kind is brewing in Athlone over the city of Cape Town's proposal to auction part of the Athlone Stadium parking lot for a mixed-use development. The land, situated along Klipfontein Road, has been earmarked for commercial and residential use, but the plan has drawn sharp criticism from politicians and residents alike. Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture Gayton Mackenzie labelled the move nonsense and said, "Use the space used by horses in Constantia." He insisted the site should remain untouched to support major sports events. Local activist group Save Our Sacred Lands warned that the city was pushing through rezoning and asset disposal without proper community involvement. Community member Amina Rajab voiced support for alternative development ideas such as community colleges for dropouts, suggesting this would be more beneficial. Residents have called a public meeting for the 7th of July to discuss the issue and make their collective voice heard. Civic leaders like Toric Jenkins argue that the city must act as a custodian of public land, not a unilateral decision-maker. Mayoral Committee member James Voss defended the city's strategy, saying the sale would boost economic activity, employment, and local development. But for many, the battle over the stadium has only just begun. 5 men accused of possessing stolen copper cable worth over R5 million were acquitted this week in what a Pinetown magistrate described as a disgraceful police bungle. Magistrate Muntukayise Kumalo ruled that the conduct of investigating officer Warrant Officer Pillay was so flawed that no conviction could reasonably follow. The accused, including Sudashon Chetty, Simosake Chiliza, and Mathokozisi Machunu, were caught allegedly loading 24 tons of copper cables. However, the police entered the premises unlawfully, without a warrant, by scaling a gate after receiving an anonymous tip. Evidence from municipal staff suggesting the copper belonged to eThekwini was found to be circumstantial. Worse still, Pillay is a cousin of one of the accused, raising serious conflict of interest concerns. The court criticized the apparent influence of private contractors in the investigation, which further undermined its credibility. The magistrate ruled that the seizure was illegal, the evidence tainted, and the rights of the accused severely violated, resulting in their full acquittal. Cape Town's road network has been battered by relentless rains, with flash flooding causing major traffic disruptions across the metro. The city's Urban Mobility Directorate confirmed that several low-lying roads are underwater due to canals and flays exceeding their capacity. Councillor Rob Quintus stated that while most flooding usually clears within an hour of the rain stopping, current volumes have left stormwater systems under extreme strain. "Our roads are acting as conduits for water," he said, warning Cape Townians to steer clear of known trouble spots and avoid unnecessary travel. Mop-up efforts will only begin once the rain subsides. The city's Transport Information Centre has been inundated with calls, with multiple incidents of mudslides and submerged roadways being reported. Local authorities continue to monitor conditions, with emergency crews standing by. Cape Town's theatre lovers are in for a treat as the Milnerton Players stage a powerful double bill of plays by renowned Irish playwright Geraldine Aron. The productions, Mickey Canis Caught My Eye and Bar and Jer, will run at the Milnerton Playhouse from Friday the 27th of June to Saturday the 12th of July. Directed by Fleur du Cap winner Godfrey Johnson, the one-act plays dive deep into themes of personal identity, sibling bonds, and quiet longing. The cast includes rising talents Gregor Aron, Kendra Madure, and Jean-Marie Scoots, each making their mark on the Cape Town stage. Aron plays Mickey, a man trapped between family expectations and personal dreams, while Madure's portrayal of Diana explores the emotional negotiations of marriage. Scoots, normally known for behind-the-scenes tech work, stars in both plays, including as Jer in the autobiographical Bar and Jer opposite Aron's Barry. Tickets are available via milnertonplayers.com or Quicket. The performances promise a moving winter escape into sharp writing and heartfelt performances. Here is your money, commodities, and crypto updates, starting with major currencies. The US dollar is trading at 17 Rand and 70 cents. The British pound stands at 24 Rand and 26 cents, and the euro will cost you 20 Rand and 69 cents. Moving to the commodities market, gold is priced at 1,898 Rand and 97 cents per gram. Silver is trading at 20 Rand and 70 cents per gram. Platinum is valued at 785 Rand and 44 cents per gram. And Brent crude oil is trading at $64.86 per barrel. In the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin is valued at 1,909,618 Rand, while Ethereum is trading at 43,925 Rand. Ripple XRP is priced at 38 Rand and 82 cents. And finally, Solana is trading at 2,544 Rand. Keep in mind that these numbers are based on the latest data, but may still change as markets fluctuate in the course of the day. Cape Townians, brace yourselves for another cold, wet and windy day tomorrow as a powerful cold front continues its assault on the Western Cape. Expect persistent rain and icy gusts across much of the metro and surrounds. Cape Town will peak at just 13 degrees Celsius, with Paarl reaching a chilly 12 degrees Celsius and Stellenbosch struggling to hit 11 degrees Celsius. Winds will be strong and fresh from the northwest, blowing at 30 to 45 kilometers per hour across the peninsula. At sea, ocean swells will be rough at 4.1 meters with a 14-second interval, particularly hazardous for small vessels along the Atlantic coast. The SA Weather Service has issued a yellow level 4 warning for damaging waves, in effect from Thursday evening and continuing through Friday. Tides for tomorrow. Low tide is expected at 6:46 a.m., high tide at 1:03 p.m., and another low tide at 7:06 p.m. Sunrise will break over the mountains at 7:47 a.m., while sunset will draw in early at 5:46 p.m. UV levels are expected to remain low throughout the day due to cloud cover. If you plan to be outdoors, Wear waterproof layers and stay updated on road closures due to possible flooding and debris. Coastal and low-lying areas remain at risk. With that, we conclude today's bulletin, and now you know what's happening in the mother city. Thank you for watching Cape Town News. If you enjoyed this update, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay safe, informed, and connected.